Manchester United versus Burnley, it should be a win for Manchester United. Like there should be nothing like draw. There should not be nothing like losing the match. It is a win, but not just winning, but winning convincingly. And then not just winning this match, but winning subsequent matches that will be coming up for Manchester United. Because the past performance of Manchester United has been very, very pathetic. It has been very, very bad. At this point, Man United is in a state of meltdown. They're in the middle of meltdown. That nothing seems to be working. You can't blame the coach, then you can't blame the players. Because if you want to blame the coach now, you have a reason to transfer the blame to the players. And then if you want to blame the players, you also have a reason to transfer the blame back to the coach. So that's the issue in Manchester United. Everything is totally dilapidated. Like Man U is in a colossal failing state as it stands right now. And then they need to win this match because the pressure has piled up. The pressure on the players has piled up. The pressure on the coach has also piled up. And then something serious needs to be done as fast as practicable. And then for them to succeed, they should win this match so that it can boost their confidence, so that it can boost their morale. That's the only way in this match now. Man U Burnley should be a win. There should be nothing like drawing the match. There should nothing like losing the match, but convincingly winning. That's how it stands right now for Manchester United because the performance that they are putting across is so bad. The high hopes that the fans had on them has been crushed. Before the season, Manchester United made good signings and then the fans were happy. After their first match, the fans were also happy, even though they couldn't win against Arsenal. The fans were happy. But as the match progressed against Fulham, the expectation was win. They couldn't win. They drew against Fulham. Then against Grimsby, Man United got knocked out of Carabao Cup by fourth division team. That is very, very pathetic. And then as it stands right now, the players don't have confidence anymore. The coach don't have confidence anymore. Like the pressure that's on Man U now is so much. And then not just on Man U players, not just on the coach, but I feel that the board is also under pressure right now. So Man U need to win this match by all means. Like there should be no excuse. No excuse should be there again. Anything that should be done to make sure that Manchester United wins this game with good performance, convincingly, not just winning, but convincingly from 3 goals up and then with thorough drilling of Burnley players. Then looking at Burnley too, Burnley on the other hand is also a strong team because if you are seeing Burnley or looking down on Burnley, yes, if it were to be Manchester City, I would say that Man U might do well. If it were to be any other bigger team, I would say that Man U might do well. But Man U used to look down on smaller teams, in which at the end it recalls them. And then I think the narrative needs to change. Like the narratives need to change. In Premier League, you can accumulate your points from small teams. Those little teams, that's where you get your points. And then from big teams, you can either get a draw, then that's how you grow in the league table. But Manchester United, the case is always different. So Man U, by all means, need to win this game. It's as simple as that. Like there should be no excuse. Before this international break happens, Man U should be having 3 points. So that as they're coming and going back, as they're going and then coming back, you see them coming back in a better way. Because after international break, there might be issues. Maybe injury might happen or anything might happen which will hinder their success. So they just need that high spirit as they're coming back, that they're coming back to do better. And then what will trigger that high spirit is their performance in this match against Burnley. So the expectation of Man U fans and expectation of many people is that Man U must win this game. Must win this game. Like must. No draw, no losing, not anything but convincingly winning the game against Burnley. Then looking at the players that Ruben Amorim shouldn't make use of. I feel that it was a very big mistake for Ruben Amorim to start Andre Onana in the match against Grimsby. It was a very big mistake. And then the evidence was clear. The mistake and the evidence was clear that Onana contributed heavily towards Manchester United getting knocked out of a Carabao Cup. Another place where there should be an issue, where the coach needs to consider that if he will do that, is that midfield role between Carlos Casemiro and Bruno Fernandes. These players are good, but man, you need more athletic person in that midfield, like somebody that has the energy to do the job for them. Bruno cannot do the work. Casemiro, his leg cannot carry him anymore. So both of them are not just fit, physically fit, athletically fit to carry on with the job in that midfield, that tackling, that man marking. Yes, they have the creativity, but sometimes in football, creativity is not just enough. It needs a support. There should be a pillar. You'll be there creating, then another person will be there doing the job. That is just that. And then I feel that that will be another issue that might cost Manchester United this game. Ugochukwu is a very strong player. And he will disturb the midfield of Manchester United. That is just it. Definitely, he will be disturbing the midfield of Manchester United. So, what plan does Ruben Amorim have to curtail this physicality of Leslie Ugochukwu? That should be what we should be considering. Can Bruno Fernandes and Carlos Casemiro do the job? I don't really know. And the coach is so adamant with his idea. He doesn't take advice. His philosophy, he doesn't take advice. That's another issue. But for me, that midfield role, Casemiro will not be finishing it. And then Bruno Fernandes, it is not a must that he will start and finish the game. No, it is not written anywhere that Bruno Fernandes, even when he's having a poor game, should still remain in the field. Besides that, this season started, I've not seen much on Bruno Fernandes. His output has been very low so far as this season has been ongoing. So for me, Bruno Fernandes should start and let Kobe Menu finish the game. Finish. Yes. If he's not doing well, sub him and then introduce Kobe Menu. So Man United just need to come up with idea to curtail all these places that are having weakness, especially in that midfield group and also in that goalkeeping position. That's another issue that needs to be considered. Then another person that we need to be mindful of, Manchester United should be mindful of, is Anthony, the dart of Burnley. He's going to be staying with Lenny Yoro. So the hands of Lenny Yoro is totally going to be filled today. Like there will be no breathing space for him. And then I just hope that he's prepared to face this dude. Because he too, he's one of the arrowheads of Burnley. I just hope that Manchester United can do better this time around. Because they are in the melting down point, which is not supposed to be so. Judging from the amount of money that they have spent so far. That Ruben Amorim too is so adamant and reluctant to change his coaching pattern, which is another issue. To the extent that any club can read what Ruben Amorim is going to play. Even before the match, they already know, and then already they have come up with a counter plan on how to curtail Ruben Amorim. And then you see them at the end, they will end up achieving it. Because even Pep Guardiola do switch formation and tactics. Maresca, the that of Chelsea, what he's playing today wasn't the tactics and formation that he started with. He had to stop using it. So there is need for dynamics. You switching from one formation to another, you switch from this one to the other one. Then before you know it, you confuse your opponent. They will not even know the one that you are coming up with. But that of Ruben Amorim, he cannot do it. That is another issue in Manchester United. So I just hope that Man United will get it right this time around. Understand? I just hope that they will get it right this time around. So let me know what you think in the comment section. Manchester United versus Burnley. What's your prediction?